what it was. You know who it is, and you tuned in with Priceless Knowledge yourself, and I came to bring you a little cosmic insight for today. Hey, it's November 15th, 2020, and we got the moon in Sagittarius, y'all. But before I get into that, I kind of want to ask y'all a question, and that is this. Are you being smart, or are you being wise? It's cool to be a smart motherfucker. There's a million smart motherfuckers in the world. Geniuses. But there's not too many wise individuals. I come to this because I was watching a Tupac interview earlier, man. And anytime I listen to this man speak, I'm always blown away at how profound his mind is. And like, how could someone with the mental capacity like this, end up having what ultimately happened to him. And hey, shit could happen to anybody. But come on, man. Be wise. Understand the power of words. You understand that? And in thinking about this, I started thinking about the polarity between Gemini and Sagittarius. And it's prompted me to ask you this. Are you being smart, or are you being wise? Hey, man, let's employ the things that we've learned, man. Let's be wise. So, we got the moon in Sagittarius. And so, when the moon comes into Sagittarius, kind of a more joyful and exploratory emotional nature comes to the surface. People will kind of feel this deep urge to want to wander and be free and learn new things. Wherever Sagittarius comes into the chart, man, it's all about experiencing things, foreign things, and learning. And this lunar transit, it can bring an impulsive and restless quality to our instincts. And with this Sagittarian energy, a lot of people might be a lot more prone to really want to go try and see if the grass is greener on the other side, in contrary to usually just fantasizing about it. And hey, there's danger in that. Because when you take your ass next door, you might not always be able to come back home. And never forget that. And so when it comes to exploring our emotions, I feel like that'll be a major thing right now too. And this can come and be addressed in a whole multitude of ways, And with Sag, it's also very likely that people are going to be really connected emotionally to their beliefs, their opinions, and their ideas. And Jupiter's going to kind of blow that up and make people kind of go to that as a spiritual clutch. And for the next few days, your mood ain't going to be too tied into household shit and domestic routines and responsibilities. But I also want to remind you that, it's a time and a place for everything. Let's get our work done, and then we can fool around and play. We can party later on. Let's be wise, basically. And so, really, overall though, idealistic, enthusiastic optimism. This kind of the hallmark of this word. Jupiter is going to blow shit up, like I said, and it's going to pretty much, give your instincts the feeling that the glass is half full in any situation you're facing. And my advice is, to shoot for the stars with this shit. And it's your birthright, you really can do it. Be great. But, hey, it's up to you. It's always up to you. It ain't about what you do, it's about how you do. And so, with this going on, we also got the moon trine to Chiron, at 2.8 degrees. And as I said a minute ago, the moon is a state of awareness, emotional nature. Chiron is the wounded healer, it's healing through acknowledgement of concealed trauma. And with this, we can more easily tune into deeper issues and, maybe uncover some buried shit that, we done suppressed. And in the process, through acknowledging it, we can really make some profound healing. And I just say to trust your emotions, man, and like remember that sometimes it ain't somebody else. You gotta forgive yourself. You need to forgive yourself. Okay, you fucked up. If that ain't you no more, that ain't you no more. And so also we got the sun in sextile to Jupiter, Saturn, and Pluto. And they're in Capricorn. And what that says to me is, it really shines a light on our sense of purpose, our beliefs, our responsibilities, and with that comes a huge opportunity through Jupiter for a transformation, with Pluto. And if we'll just look past our own ass and start putting the work in. Saturn, Capricorn. Hey, it's about you, baby. And where I'm going to sum it up with is we got Mercury opposite Uranus at 2.1 degrees. Mercury is going to be communication and logic. And Uranus is revolution and surprises. And so with Mercury opposite to Uranus, what happens is everybody's mindset kind of receives a jolt of insight somewhere. And we'll hear a lot of erratic and, visionary ideas being expressed. And, ideas kind of run amok. And this is pretty much kind of an inventive combination. And it can really provide some genius level thinking. But the challenge with it is how you're going to channel it properly when it's the opposite of each other. And it's either going to be something that's going to create creative authenticity or look like random eccentricity, being eccentric. And, that's up to you. It's all about what you do with this shit, how you work with it, because this is the universal sky that I'm talking about here. Everybody's going to have their own individual aspects going on. So just because you got it going on don't mean you got to manifest it. You ain't got to entertain it. Just because you built like that don't mean you got to build like that. Hey, there's been some priceless knowledge yourself. If you're fooling with me, like, share, and subscribe. Go join my Facebook group, Priceless Knowledge Yourself. Hey, if you're interested in any astrological readings, hit me up in the comments below or email me at mr.turner1300@gmail.com. Hey, man, it's been real. I appreciate the support. We out.